Hey, what's going on, guys? Crypto Koi here. A bit of a different video. 4 projects on OpenSea. I think you should buy in this bear market. You might want to wait a bit. You might think now is the best time, obviously, before we get into this video. Talking about 4 projects that are very, very cheap right now. Most of these are in a discount, and I think they're very good projects. Do your own research, not financial advice. Don't just listen to me, please, and thank you. Do whatever you please. This is just a suggestion and my opinion on these 4 projects that I've been looking at recently and thinking about getting into them. I haven't bought any of them yet. They're just great projects, and I think you should keep an eye on these projects, definitely. Let's go right into this, my friend. You know the drill. Keiju King's first project. I love this project. This is the OG project. 333, or sorry, a total of 7.2k items. It's currently sitting at a 0.5 floor price. They've almost been around for a year, and this project has moved a bit. Obviously, their floor price 0.5. Break-even price would have to be a 0.557. Total resales 8.5. 22 hours, we've seen 22 sales. In the last 7 days, we've seen 122 sales. In the last 3 days, we've seen 459 sales. Look at the candlestick floor price for the last 14 days. I've seen it's gone a bit bearish. It's gone from 0.6 all the way down to this 0.5, even touched as low as 0.46, which is very, very cheap for a Keiju. Transaction list, you can see it's been a bit volatile, and moving average has been kind of straight for the last 7 days. We can see that most people, like 30%, have never sold before mint, and a lot of people are buying below this floor price. So most people have sold for a profit in the last 7 days, which is kind of surprising. And to get to 1 ETH, we'd have to touch over, not even that many. We'd only have to sell around 80 of these things to go to 1 ETH, but at the volume it's moving at right now, unless some insanely big news happen, these Keiju Kings are mainly going to stay here and might even go lower. That's why I'm bringing this to your attention now. If you might want to get it now, or you might want to wait a bit, because there's some good projects. Definitely some good projects. Next project, you know I love this project. Three Landers. Have always talked about Three Landers. I just absolutely love Three Landers. It's one of my favorite NFTs. If you're asking why I don't have one, I don't even know. I might want to pick one up. But hey, Three Landers, there's the possibility that they don't make it out of this bear market, but they've always been a mid-tier blue chip. So can they go away? I don't think so. I definitely don't think. I think when the bull market comes back, this thing will probably explode and go up again. They do have a community behind it, so which is very good to see. Floor price is 0.205, break-even price is 0.236, total resale fee is 9%. The last 24 hours, we've seen 20 sales. The last 7 days, 141 and 579. So doing a bit better than Keiju for the sales. They've got 60% in unique holders, and if we look at the last 14 days, we can see they've gone from a 0.32, they touched 0.36 and have gone all the way down to 0.2 now. Moving average is going down a bit, and the transaction list is kind of steady over here. 18% have never sold before mint, kind of a low number, but for a 60%, unique holder ratio, it's good to see. Most people have been selling for losses, which is, kind of sad. And to get to 1 ETH floor price, we'd have to sell over 300 assets, close to 400. The floor wall is very, very high, 54 assets before we touch 0.25, and I think we'll see more. So one project I think you might want to hold off a bit. We could see lower, and you could probably even get them for a nice discount if you buy with if you give them an offer. We have seen some beg your pardon, we've seen some 0.18s, which is cool to see. Next project, you know this project already. Something Token is a very, very good project. You might want to wait a bit longer, or you might want to get into this project now, mainly because I think soon they are going to launch their marketplace. They did say sometime in summer, and we have seen this project blow up and had like an all-time high of 0.8, which is insane. So to break even, you need a 0.067 with this project, and we have seen some high sales mainly for the rares. Last 24 hours, we have seen 37 sales, then 127, and in the last 30 days, we've seen 464. So the last 24 hours, we have seen some sales, but then it's kind of gone down. Unique owner is kind of low for this project, especially one like this. It's mainly going to be flippers, so once this thing starts to blow up, unless it's really got some steam on it, it won't really move. It's kind of stick from that 0.059. It did touch 0.7 or 0.07 and they've gone back down to that area. Most transactions have happened this week, and we have seen the moving average kind of stay steady. Most people have sold for a loss, and 20% never sold before mint. To get to a 1 ETH floor price, you'd have to sell over 300 of these things or near 300 of these things to touch 1 ETH, which is kind of high. And the floor wall starts to get a pretty thick before 0.25. So a project you definitely want to keep an eye on for. Maybe you want to wait a bit longer, buy it at a discount, and then also when the news comes out, then you could just trade off of that. But I think when the news comes out that their marketplace has launched, it will be time to buy this thing. Definitely a good project. Next project, Bad Influence, the final project for the day. We're gonna look at this. This is a project I've talked about before. I love this project. So we look at the project, 0.17 floor price to break even. It's gonna have to touch 0.2. Total fee is 7%. 900 sales in the last 24 hours, 1,600 on the last 7 days. Unique owners is 1,400 out of 4,000, which is kind of low, and we can see it's 0.15. It touched a 0.26, and then after it's gone down to the kind of that 0.17 area. Can see that it's kind of a thick floor wall over here. These last sales, most of these sales have been under 0.15, and then if you look at the moving average, it's kind of the same as it was before. Most people have sold for a profit since they bought it, and to get to a 1 ETH floor price, we'd have to see like over 200 of these things sold, which is kind of high, and the floor wall gets very, very thick at 0.2. A lot of people have not sold since mint. This is a project definitely keep an eye out for because they mainly have Champ and they have crypto. They have Gorilla Gatrilla with them. So not Gorilla Gatrilla, I'm so confused. Crypto Gorilla with them. Easily a great project. Keep an eye out for this. I think they're gonna build a great community with it. Look at the market analytics. We can see we've gone up after like it doesn't make sense to me how crypto is moving up. Ethereum is like double since it was all-time low. It doesn't make sense to me how we're moving up. I don't know, man. After the FOMC meeting, especially, it's crazy. We look at NFTs, not doing the best, obviously, because of ETH moving up. And if we do look at these good projects, we can see some have moved up. Azuki has actually caught me by surprise by moving up that much. And some other projects have done pretty well. Again, the potatoes, Memeland, I did call that a 0.6. And there's no surprise that thing is going up. So if you didn't like this video, man, that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. If you enjoyed this video, if you be sure to like button, subscribe. I love y'all. God loves you. Good day. Good night. And